If you're a sucker for a new year, like you love buying new planners, office supplies, writing your goals, your vision board, like you love December 31st, you are my person. I am a sucker for a new year. People that make fun of like the new year sparkle or, the hype around it, you know, I always suggest leaning into natural tendencies. Like, if you naturally are a morning person, lean into being a morning person. If you're naturally a night person, lean into being a night person. If you naturally get excited about the new year, lean into that. Like, lean into every aspect of you, who you actually are. And like fuck everything that and everyone that makes fun of that type of person. This has been the best strategy that I have implemented and continue to implement and continue to go deeper. Like, who am I? Like, who am I if the world didn't tell me who I should be? It took me a long time, most of last year, to get all of that noise out of my head. And I am truly feeling so naturally, authentically me. And it feels so good. And it's resonating with my person. It is resonating so deeply. I love to go to Goodwill. I love TJ Maxx. I love sweatpants and t-shirts and I love makeup, but I don't naturally wear it every single day in this season of life. I don't have the energy to sit at a makeup table and do my makeup for 30 minutes. Like, I just don't have the time. I'm actually naturally a night person. I do love to be a morning person, but it's hard to be both a night person and a morning person. But in this season of life, I'm leaning into being a night person because it's what works the best for things that I desire. So if like somebody were to make fun of me for doing a a, a, a video right now because it's 11:35 in the evening, this is what works for me. And so I just want to give you don't need permission, so I won't say that, but I want to remind you to give yourself permission to lean in to who you naturally are and show that to other people. And so the reason why I'm sharing all of this is because the last half of this year is almost here. Like, it is days away. So if you do naturally love a new year, I want you to act as if this is December 31st coming and you're getting a fresh start. Because it really is. You can literally have a whole different life in under 6 months. Like, a whole different life. But in order to have a whole different life, we've got to do a whole lot different to be able to create that. It's not going to just magically happen. I put a lot of energy and effort into my loved ones, into my health, into my business, into my team. Like, the areas of my life that matter the most get a lot of energy and effort. And I do believe what you focus on expands. So if you focused on making more money in this last half of this year, you will make more money. You will. You will learn what works and what doesn't work for you. You will get more comfortable on video. You will get more comfortable, making the invitation, making the ask. You will get more comfortable building digital products, for example, hanging out in Facebook groups, doing email marketing. Like, when you lean in and you put in the energy and effort, you will get results with anything. Truly. Like, if you go into the gym more, you'll get results. If you drink more water, you'll get results. You'll feel more energized. When you read more books, you'll become smarter, right? Like, my best advice for this last half of this year is to get really crystal clear on what you actually desire. Not what everyone else wants you to do and be, but what do you desire? What what would radically, like, quantum leap you into the future? Like, I want you to visualize, life 3 years from now, 5 years from now. Like, what does it look like? What does it feel like? because I promise you that vision that you have for 3 to 5 years could be collapsed down tremendously with the choices and the actions and the energy that you take in these next 6 months. You do not have to be perfect. We take messy action here. The consistency is like such a buzzword, but truly, like how I view consistency is doing it more than I don't do it. I am training for a full marathon and I've had to really work on my mindset around this because a lot of people that train for a full marathon are like running almost every single day. And so I found myself beating myself up about that because to run every single day is just, it's not always feasible. Um, some nights take longer to get, Boone to bed. Then I'm exhausted. And so I am just focusing on putting in more miles every single week. And I think that that is just so important because that's what naturally works for me. So I will run a full marathon. I will finish said full marathon. Will I be the fastest person? No. And I'm okay with that. Like my goal is to see this through because how we do most things is how we do most things. So when I can commit to a full marathon, train for a full marathon, and run the full marathon, that is going to translate to so many other facets of my life and my business. That is the perfect shout out to the sponsor of this video, which is Kristen Rourke with Busy Mom Bod. If you don't know Kristen, you get to know her. She's got some scholarships to her health and wellness membership. You would be so smart to take her up on her scholarship. She is so knowledgeable about how to build in these healthy habits as a busy mom. And she has just a heart of gold. Like truly, she's such a good human. She's always giving free content, like tips and tricks out. So make sure that you follow her. Make sure you grab one of her scholarships. She's a very dear friend of mine and a huge supporter of the Wealthy Mama movement. So Kristen, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. So let's get back to your pep talk. Get clear on what you desire. Then from there, we've got to get some support around you. Like massive, massive support. Because once you're clear, anything that doesn't naturally come to you, you're going to need some support. You're going to need some accountability. You're going to want some accountability. It's not even necessarily a need. You're going to want it. Like if health and fitness doesn't come naturally to you, you're going to want some health and fitness accountability. If making money online doesn't naturally come to you, you're going to want some accountability for making money online. If you are trying to organize your home, and that doesn't naturally come to you, you're going to want to have some accountability in place. This does not have to break the bank. There's just something to be said mentally, psychologically, when you spend even a little bit of money, just a little bit of money, you are going to naturally be more accountable. Truly. Like, think about it this way. If you paid me $5 and said, let's go to the gym tomorrow, right? And I said, okay, meet me there at 10 a.m. And you handed over $5. The energetic exchange of we're going to meet at the gym at 10 a.m. You then give me $5, right? There is something psychologically that happens in our brain that says, this is important, right? It was important enough to pull out my wallet or Venmo. Let's be real. But pull out my wallet and hand over money. Your brain already knows that that means it's more serious than something more casual that says, yeah, like let's meet at 10 and like work out for a little bit. Do I think that every person would bail? No. But it is easier to say, hey, sorry, things came up. I can't make it. I'm sorry. Let's try again another day. So this is power. This is power. you're already automatically going to be more successful with who you surround yourself with. So choose wisely with who you surround yourself with. It is so important. And this isn't just like in your physical space, this is also on social media. I literally have, I think we're close to 400 episodes on our podcast. You could literally have me in your ear for free, day in and day out. So these last 6 months can be life changing, but we've got to have a vision, we've got to have a plan, and we've got to have accountability. So let me know how I can support you. I love you so much. I'm getting summoned to play a game with somebody that will not go to bed, even though she should be in bed. Nuh-uh. Can you give them some advice for the last half of the year? No? Okay. Way to bring it home, sister. Did you just toot on my video?
Yes.
Is that how we're ending this video? Okay, mic drop moment. So let me know how I can support you. I love you so much. Do you see what I have to live with? But you've got this, and it's gonna be a great 6 months. Send help.